Hi there. Well, it's 4:30 on a Tuesday night here, and I have to go to work in about 30 minutes. But I did want to just make a quick video here and just post something. I want to get back into the habit of trying to post something, even if it's just a rant, because I haven't set up anything better to do that day. But I want to try to be a little bit more socially outgoing or involved, or I don't know. I just can't seem to figure out how to even find friends on the internet, which is pretty ridiculous. So I gotta just try to, I don't know, put my life a little bit out there and see if anybody cares enough to, I don't know, care about that. I just don't know how people do any of this stuff. Like, I really don't need a huge following or anything. I'm just trying to find one or two people to talk to once in a while. So anyway, I did at least want to show off that I cleaned my room for once. Definitely doesn't help when I get depressed and I have piles everywhere, and then I don't want to have videos recording anything, of course. And, I have all of the mess sequestered now behind the camera, obviously. But no, it feels nice to have everything in order. And I put on my clothes today. Didn't put on the makeup, but, it's all right. I found my ears and tail. I thought I lost them because I'm putting them in a new storage bin, and I forgot. I always forget then where I stored the thing, where I'm like, oh, I better be careful and put it where I know I'll find, Anyway, good thing I found it because I just can't go without my ears and tail. And of course, the biggest, flashiest cross I can flash in people's faces. And I've really been enjoying these additions to my daily outfit. Ooh, I like how it almost works like a little bit of a posture corrector. So I've been practicing keeping my chest more pivoted forward, and whew, it's almost getting me to that point where I'm gonna be able to enjoy being sober and engaging with the world around me, and actually being embodied. And then hopefully I'll actually eat again, and I'll have the energy to work out and socialize and actually think about things that takes energy to think about, instead of just sort of wrapping myself up in my nice little warm blanky cocoon of things that I'm familiar with and ways that I know how to get myself all riled up and excited, and get everything feeling important and significant, so I can just sort of listen to music. And it's almost like mental masturbation, as it were. But alas, that's why I need to move on from the masturbation to the actual sex. That's the important thing. And I'm still not quite there yet. It's definitely a process. Well, all right, I really need to change my clothes now and put on my work outfit. And, I've made a couple of takes of this, and I guess I'll just have to go with this one. I really do need to figure out how maybe to write scripts. It's just, oh my gosh. It always ends up turning into a weird, I get all this sort of like pattern obsession fixation where I just, I can't even just write a simple outline without going crazy about how it looks aesthetically, how different lines are it's really distracting, and it makes it very difficult for me to write anything. So I'm trying to figure out how to either push through that and maybe just start with some outlines, or just go ahead and yap at the camera, which is what I've been doing. It's just at some point I need to be doing it, with more sobriety, and thus more awareness of how ridiculous and cringe I'm being, and therefore I'll need to be a little bit more discerning with what I actually post online at some point. Not there yet, though. I'm just putting whatever I got online these days, because it's tough for me to do anything. I don't know. Kids these days will just, I don't know, put anything online. For me, it's a big deal to even have your picture taken. I'm that much of an old fogey. I remember, the first time we had a video camera, and it was like that, it sounds like ancient of days here. Okay, well, I'm going to put on my work uni, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.